beginning to think that being a minimalist is the new flex. Being a minimalist is the new flex. Y'all want to know why? Move somebody and come back and revisit that thought. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is a beautiful Saturday. It's the first Saturday in a while that it has been sunny. And right now the weather is just pleasant. It's been raining monsoons for weeks. Heard on the news that we've had the most rain since 1929. Can you imagine that? 1929. Look how beautiful it is out here. So I had to take this opportunity to come near some water. I hadn't spent much time near the water since Miami. And even when I went to Miami, I wasn't at the water most of the time. I was just doing things throughout the city, and I think we had just one beach day. So water is my happy place. Water is where I can relax and where I find peace and serenity and where I calm myself. So we're up here at Harrison Bay. It's like less than a mile from my house. And yeah, I wanted to come up here. It is a lot of people out today. I think a lot of people are taking advantage of this beautiful day and enjoying the sunshine as well as the water. We got people boating, doing water sports. We got people fishing, people biking, walking their pets, all types of things going on right now. And I like to come up here when it's not crowded, when it's not very many people, because it gives me an opportunity just to get in that Zen mode. But I still needed to get near some water, so we'll see how long I sit here before I decide to move on. But I wanted to drop in today and chat for a bit. Let me thank you if you are new visiting the channel for the first time, coming through today. Thank you for coming through. And make sure you thumbs up the video and check the channel out. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe and become a part of the family. And if you are returning viewer, friend, sister, my exclusive members, thank you so much for returning. So today I want to talk about setting the tone for how you want to be treated. And I was inspired to lead this video based on a video that I saw yesterday. If you're familiar with a lady by the name of Tabitha Brown, she started her humble beginnings posting recipes and giving inspiration on Facebook, I believe. And she has grown and she's very popular and has become very famous, and she leaves a lot of inspirational thoughts. And I watch her sometimes, and it's inspired me to, set the tone for how you want to be treated. And it resonated with me because I am one of those people who often treat other people better than I treat myself. And let me just say, me and my best friend had a conversation about this, how sometimes that we are people who walk on eggshells around those that we love because we don't want to offend people and we don't want to hurt people. And that's called having a conscience, where you care about how people, react to things that you do and say. I think it takes a very loving person, a very caring person to put themselves last in a lot of circumstances and be mindful of, the things they say and do that will hurt the people they love. That's a good person, I think. And I like to think that I am a good person. But you have to set the tone for how you want to be treated. Meaning, we have to often stop treating people better than we treat ourselves. Have you ever realized that? Have you thought about this before? How sometimes you will go out of your way, even when you're not feeling your best. You could be sick, or you could be tired, drained, emotionally, mentally, physically, but you will still do those things for other people. And to the point of just where you are worn out and have nothing left to give. And I thought about that. And oftentimes we don't give to ourselves as much as we give to others. We don't take care of ourselves emotionally, mentally, physically, the way we will other people. I think about when I was young and I was, a mom at a younger age, when my children were younger, put it that way, and how I used to always sacrifice my needs for theirs, which most parents will do. But to the point where I didn't always take care of myself on a physical level. If I didn't have much money, I would make sure that my children had before me. And oftentimes I neglected a lot of things about, physically for myself that I am now paying for. I'm not gonna get into those things, but just so you know, I did those things. But after a while, especially once your children are grown and gone, if you're still doing that with people in your family or your friendships or marriages, you have to think about what that's doing to you. I often think if anything ever happened to me, who would be there for me in that way? Who would care enough about me to make sure that I am taken care of? And if you can't really say in your mind, honestly, who that person would be or who those people will be, to me, that should indicate that maybe you should pay more attention to yourself. And that's what I have been doing lately. Sometimes I think, and I'm being very transparent and honest, and raw at the moment, I think about if I am focusing more on myself, if that would offend those that I love to the point where they would get upset with me and say I'm being selfish. But I'm at the point now where it's important for me to focus on me. And so that's why a lot of the choices and decisions that I'm making now are things that I honestly want to do for myself. I think that we worry so much about losing people. And I think about my friends that have chosen to do big things like move abroad and move away from people that they love, their children. I follow a lot of people who've moved away from their children, their parents. I follow a lady that left her husband and moved to another country because he did not feel the way she felt in needing the freedom in her emotional health. And he was okay with them visiting each other. And I thought that was very interesting because in my mind I was thinking, how can you leave your spouse? And I think they had been married maybe 25 years, but they have a really good balance where they visit one another but she's happier. And I said they had to take a lot of guts and a lot of soul searching and commitment to make a life-changing decision that way. And not saying that would be something that I could do, but it just made me think about the importance of your mental and emotional health as well as your physical health. And that if no one else is focusing on that or care as much about it, you have to. And you have to set the tone and teach people your value and how you want to be treated. And if they can't rise to those standards, then maybe those are things that you have to allow to leave. So I want to say this today to those of you who are like me. And I know it's a lot of women that follow me. You guys have gotten in the comments, you've sent me messages, who are like that, who are so attached to being givers or people pleasers that you neglect yourself. And you have to take care of yourself. If you are wanting to live and have a happy, thriving, peaceful, joyful life, and sometimes you have to prioritize yourself. And when I say that, because I know what the Bible says about loving everyone and about, sharing and giving to others. So for those Christians that jump in my comments, this is not about neglecting people, but more so about taking care of you. It's important that you take care of yourself and that you prioritize your needs and the things that make you happy and joyful, or help you to be able to live that life that you want to live, and even be able to do the things that you do for others. And I will always come on here and share these thoughts about taking care of yourself. You know, it took me a long time to understand that and to prioritize that. Here I am, over 60 years old, sharing videos on YouTube about making yourself a priority. And I hope that you will do it. If you're following me and you're younger, you have more time. Because I will tell you something, and I shared this with my son the other day, that the way you treat yourself in your youth will come back in your elder years. I'm here as a living, breathing testimony that that is so true. The stress and anxiety I had in my youth caused a chain reaction in my body that gave me an autoimmune illness. So if you can at any possible way, start making sure you're prioritizing your health, your mental and emotional health, and doing those things that will bring you joy, that will bring you positivity and focus in your life. Start doing it now. Don't wait till you're 50 so that you can be on YouTube sharing videos with other 50-year-olds. If at all possible, go ahead and do that stuff now so that at 50, you can be sharing all of those good things. I'm at this age now where I'm sharing the good things that I love in my life. And it may not resonate with everybody, but it's 2 or 3 of y'all out there that get it. So just wanted to share that with you all today while I'm enjoying these views. I'm gonna sit by this water a little bit, soak in this energy that it gives. Water gives me energy, guys. Sunlight gives me energy, and I needed it today. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Thumbs up the video, and I will see you guys in a later video. Take care.